America's public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse.
It is not a raid. It is a home invasion. It's not an arrest. It's a kidnapping. You did not commit a crime.
It is necessary to wage a new all-out offensive.
Yeah, these football players, man. I don't know. I know the Canadian Football League came out and said that they were cool with their players, using medical marijuana or even recreational marijuana because, it actually helps, especially in cases of head injury. There's medicinal benefits. That's on paper. Google it. I think the NFL, I know they took some time. I don't know if they went through with it or not, but there was some back and forth about that. In fact, the Canadian Football League was making commercials kind of shunning the NFL for demonizing their players who chose to use cannabis to help treat their muscle injuries and all the pain that a football player would experience. They shunned those people who wanted to use nature, but it was okay for folks who wanted to do dangerous pharmaceuticals, and in some cases even force those people to do dangerous pharmaceuticals they may not want to be doing. So where it's changed in the professional level, it doesn't look like it's changed on the college level. And that's very unfortunate. So story number one, boys and girls. This one came out just a few days ago. Penn State football player abducted and released by captors. 20-year-old Marquis Wilson, a football player with Penn State, was stopped on February for a minor traffic violation. Instead of receiving a fine and being let go on his way, Wilson was asked to step out of the vehicle. Once outside, the officer began looting through his property. The cannabis that was present in the vehicle was stolen. As Wilson was put in cuffs and taken to a nearby internment camp, he was released and is scheduled to appear in front of his accuser at a later date. I did some research and I could not find anywhere where Penn State made a comment on this. Hopefully this boy won't lose his scholarship career, right? That's definitely an assumption that he's there on a scholarship, but a lot of players are. Academia likes to take care of its athletics department. We all know that to be true. But Marquis has a great future, right? He's 20 years old. He's been accepted into Penn State. He plays on the football team. He's doing a great job. If he's still with the team, that means his grades have to be in line, as far as I know, unless they change that somehow along the lines, because I wouldn't be surprised. And this is all quite possibly going to be taken away from him for having cannabis in his possession. Meanwhile, the colleges and the athletic organizations within the colleges turn a blind eye to all of the frat parties that are full of alcohol and cocaine and weed too, just because it falls within that box of society's norms, because we've seen it in Hollywood. I can't co-sign on this idea, guys. I can't get down with a world where you're paying, or your parents, or a scholarship, or I don't care, where there are tens of, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars being laid down to an institution to provide you with an education, and they're going to criminalize and demonize you because of what you choose to put in your body. Not because of any unruly behavior, not because you did something violent or something uncharacteristic of the values of that school, which they will argue smoking weed falls within. But if alcohol doesn't, come on, guys. I can't. No. Just no, especially when cannabis has been proven to help with head injuries, muscle spasms, pain. There are so many positive ways and beneficial uses from this plant for these players, and for an institution that you're paying to help you with your life down the road, to deny you of that. I mean, I don't know if it falls within the lines of discrimination, but in a way it does, because it's based on nothing other than that which you're putting on your body or in your body. You know, it would be, you know, no different if they chastise you for using a different skin cream than the college mandated. It doesn't make any sense, right? It makes as much sense as this, as far as I'm concerned. Marcus says hashtag pig lives matter. Dude, pig lives do matter, because bacon is mother effing delicious. Bacon's great. Ham's awesome. I even like the pork bologna. Just this morning, I had pork sausage, so I would agree, Marcus, that pig lives matter. 100%, dude. And all the animals. Speaking of pig lives matter, I saw a meme the other day, because, you know, there's this whole black lives, all lives matter scuffle, because everybody's got a blue lives matter, purple lives, right? What else is there? Smurf lives? Good Lord, who knows? What did it say? White lives, or no. All lives matter is like running up on a Save the Whales protest, yelling, "What about the other animals? You want them to die?"
Save the whales doesn't mean fuck all the other fish.
Save the whales doesn't mean fuck all the other fish, but a whale's not a fish, so does it?
Oh, man.
Ah. I'm the Commander-in-Chief, and I approve this message. Visit platoon420.com today and take the pledge. I will stand tall in the face of tyranny for the best interest of myself and my community. I denounce the archaic drug laws that have made victims of people they were written to protect, and I will not support any legislation that regulates what a person puts in their body.